welcome back to my channel. I want to do something different for this episode. I wanted to do more of a get to know me type of video because I don't know, I think it's long overdue. I feel like I've been making all of these videos and I haven't really given a sense of who I am and what I'm about. You know, I'm not all about hair. I'm not all about hair. A shout out to exclusive version hairs, which was very tricky, by the way, in having to get this hair, but at the end of the day the right one came through. So yeah, plus I'm sorry once again because I gave them like quite a hard time because I was like so convinced that, oh my goodness, am I being scammed? But no, I'm not. I basically just like compiled a lot of the questions that you guys sent to me, and obviously the questions that were sent to me on Instagram as well, because I did put up a post just inviting everyone to send through whatever questions they wanted me to answer. And I'm not going to be answering these questions alone. I have, yes honey, I swear the first sip is always the best. The first question is, where am I from? I'm from South Africa, for those of you who are international. I'm from the province of KwaZulu-Natal. In KwaZulu-Natal, I'm from KwaMaphumulo, Emthandeni, Esiqweni. Basically just the countryside, Emafamu. So yeah, I'm a farm girl. I really love being in a space of peace and quiet, and I think that's mainly because I'm from Emafamu Valley. I'm from Emthandeni. It's a wonderful place. It's beautiful. It's so much of green, community, you know, nature just doing its thing. Umesio kamanzi, you know, we see our neighbors there. I'll meet you in the river type of vibes. That's where I'm from. It's a beautiful place. I think you guys should check it out. I wonder why we don't have tourism activities in Tandeni. I mean, the most that we have is like, what? Biking and all of that, but like that's just the most. We do a lot of fishing in Tandeni. Hello, we do a lot of fishing, a lot of cattle herding, uglusi inkomo. Second question is, how old am I? I'm 26 years old. Next question is, what do I do for a living? I am a TV producer, voiceover artist, and an editor. I'm not perfect, but you know, I'm average. I'm average. I shoot, edit, script, sometimes make my own music as well, as you guys see the content that I create. So yeah, that's what I do for a living. How did you wear your hair out when it was shorter than now? How did I wear my hair out? My hair has always been like in its natural state. When I had short hair, I would just rock it like that. I would just put on some mascara and lipstick for that dramatic feel. But like I always had it in its own state. Sometimes I would like put it in like twists and stuff like that, or I would have amabloxy. I don't know what's amablox in English, but like I wouldn't say cornrows because that's not what they are, but I would have them amabloxy. I would literally do protective styles with my own hair. I only started doing like braids, like actual like fiber kind of braids, when my hair was like what, 7 months, 8 months, because it was long enough for me to actually like, you know, pull kahle and stuff like that. But yeah, like I had my hair in twists, I had my hair on my bloxy. I didn't wear like wigs and stuff like that when my hair was shorter than this. Nah, I didn't. I only started wearing wigs last year, because like I get lazy, man. Sometimes I just don't want to touch my hair a lot, so by putting on a wig it just makes sure that I'm still lazy but cute at the same time. But it doesn't mean that I wasn't taking care of my hair underneath. Actually, I'm lying. I wasn't taking care of my hair underneath, and that's what set my hair back even more. But now I am, and I'm going to be doing a video on protective styling and how to take care of your hair underneath anyway, so that you guys don't make those mistakes, because honey, your hair can still get dry underneath that. So do you mind sharing any insecurities and how you have overcome them or still are? Man, like, I have a lot of insecurities. It wouldn't be fair for me to state what insecurities I have now without having to speak on some of the insecurities that I had like back in the day, which were very very heavy. I used to be depressed. Like, depression was my thing day in, day out. To the point where I became anorexic for like 2 straight years. It was hard because, like, I wasn't only anorexic, I was black and anorexic. So already, you know, the people in my life and the people in my community weren't understanding. Like, umuntu omnyama, why would umuntu omnyama ayincishe ukudla? Why would umuntu omnyama engayiboni ukuthi nje, you know, you the ish, you know what I mean? Because there's all of these expectations that if you're black and you're a woman, you need to be strong all day long, and you know, you need to just like get over your stuff. But I wasn't there. Like, I was never there. And God bless my mom as well, because she's just one of those strong women in my life. And you know, she'd always be like, you're beautiful, own it. Like, she wouldn't understand why I was in the position that I was. I mean, on top of that, like, she has other kids also to be there for. So, you know, things were complicated, man. Things were really, really complicated. I remember, like, being alone for, like, the longest of times because I couldn't relate to other people, or other people couldn't relate to me. And because I was always in my own mind the whole entire time, you know, day in, day out, just spewing hateful words to myself, like, you don't matter, you're horrible, you're this, you're that, and not eating. Like, I was bony. People made rumors about me, people were laughing at me. Like, my own classmates, like, were the people doing that as well, which I wouldn't completely blame them as well, because, you know, kids are kids, man. When they don't understand certain things, they will always act a certain way and stuff like that. It was a really, really dark time of my life, and to be quite honest, it took a very long time for me to just allow God to work in me and to do what he needs to do in my life in order for me to get to a place where he needs me to be. It took a very long time. When I mean long time, I mean, like, I only came out of this, out of the depression, out of the whatever, the insecurities, the immense insecurities, like 2 or 3 years back. I'm not saying that things are perfect now, but I'm definitely in a much more better place than where I was. And I thank God every day, man, you know. Like, yeah, as much as I regret, yo Lord, I can't believe I wasted all of those years believing what the enemy was just trying to tell me when I shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like, I wish that I came out of this dark cloud a long time ago, but it's okay, Bafetu, because God makes that room for us to just fall and get up each and every single time. And it doesn't matter if it takes that long. The whole point is that, you know, you're out of it. So I'm much more happier about myself now. My insecurities that I have now would just have to be like just not being confident enough in speaking in a large crowds of people. You know, there are other people who are very like eloquent and stuff like that, and I wasn't those people. Sometimes I would stutter or fumble over my words, and that really did make me very insecure, to the point where I would avoid speaking in presentations or what. But all of that needed to stop because now I was entering the working world and I needed to chair meetings. I needed to speak to clients. I needed to be confident because I needed to sell myself on top of selling a certain product or a certain idea. Was I insecure about my teeth? I used to be insecure about my teeth, like heavily insecure about my teeth. Until I got to a point where I was just like, it's manje ngengisahleka ngenxa yokuthi omunye umuntu uzongibheka ukuthi no, bruh, like no, I can't stop living my life based on how another person has viewed me. I don't have the most perfect of teeth, I do know that, but it's whatever, man. I mean, I will fix it when I want to fix it, when I have a coin. God has an amazing way of just trying to teach me every day on what really matters in life and what I need to work on more, which is my heart, how I view myself, and how I treat myself. Because if I don't treat myself well and if I don't love myself well, how am I going to expect others to love me? It's a work in progress. Like I said, things are not perfect, but they're definitely good and way better than how things were, back in the day. When I think back at all of those years when I was going through the most, as much as I'm happy that, God, I thank you so much for getting me out of that ditch, I also feel terrible. I feel so terrible because there were other people who were going through their own things and they needed someone to be there for them. A lot of the times when you're going through something, you get so caught up in your own world that you were not even noticing that actually I need to be there for this person. This person also needs someone. And yeah, but how can you help someone else when you also need help? You can't pour from an empty cup and stuff like that. Yeah, I do understand, but I still wish that, I was just there. I just wish that I was also a pillar of strength, like how some people were for me. I think this is the reason why I made a vow to myself and God that, Lord, use me. Even if it means I have to sit down on the road with a man who's sewing shoes and fixing shoes and just listening to him while, he's doing his job. Yeah, other people might look at you like you're being weird or whatever, but it's not about people. It's not about them. It's about you and that person and God at that moment. And yeah, man, I don't care about what other people think of me. I really don't. I think that's also another thing that's also helping me overcome my insecurities. I really just don't care about what people think of me, and it took me a while to get to this point, a really long while. I really don't care, because as long as I'm doing okay by God, as long as then it's fine. If you want me to share scriptures that have helped me in this process, please comment down below. I definitely don't mind. And songs and music and series or cartoons that also help me, you know what I mean? I definitely don't mind. Next question is, do you have a dating life? No, I don't have a dating life. I'm happily single. I actively made a choice to myself, that I want to dedicate the rest of my 20s for me. I want to live my life, do what I need to do, that God has set me out to do before having to dedicate my whole entire being to someone else. Not to shine down on people who are married in their 20s. Actually, you go, guys, because now you don't need to stress in being like, oh, Lord, who's the one? You found the one, so you're okay. Now you guys have your own journey, missions that the Lord has given y'all to accomplish and stuff like that. But for me, I don't know, man. I live life on my own. How much content is there on single people? Single people who are just being themselves and they're just living life. Waking up in the morning with a bag of chips in their bed because you passed out last night eating it. If you want me to share, you know, some links on what single people do and what do they listen to and what do they eat, if you really care, then I'll do that for you. I don't mind. Have you tried any native child products? Yeah. Have you? Guys, please do not sleep on local products. Native Child, Perfect Coils Essay, Nilotika, Nubian Banbani. There's so much. Actually, maybe I should do a video on like local natural hair products. Is it too soon to buy fireworks? Is it too soon to buy fireworks? Ngingenise u2021. Listen, fam. I already tapped out from this year, so buy those fireworks, honey. Buy them. But it's too soon to cancel 2020. I feel like we're only in June. So instead of like complaining, let's just try to appreciate and just work things out so that when we get to 2021, we don't come there with our baggage. Now 2021 has to uphold all of these expectations that we're placing on here. No, we are not going to do that to 2021. Let's deal with our things now. Next question. What is your hair type? Okay, I have a mixture of 4B and 4C hair. My hair in the front is 4B. My hair here is 4C, and then my hair at the back is 4B. And the only reason why I was able to finally admit to myself that actually I have different hair textures in my head is because I had made the mistake of just boxing my hair into 4C, which is wrong, because now all the areas where my hair is 4C and how I handle my hair there, I was using the same technique in my other areas of my head that had 4B, and now the 4B hairs were the ones that were breaking the most because I was adding a lot of tension on them. So I had to stop and be like, whoa, what is going on? I did some research and I later find out that actually a lot of us, if not all of us, have multiple hair textures on our head, and the sooner you realize it, the better for you in terms of how you take care of your hair. Don't even get me started on hair porosity, because I never understood hair porosity for 2 years. I had boxed my hair in the incorrect porosity for the longest time. I thought I was high porosity, but then I'm actually medium. I'm actually medium. And it's only until I did research where I actually found out that a lot of us are in the middle of the spectrum. And a lot of us are not completely high or low. It's either you're in the middle, or you're slightly leaning into low, or you're slightly leaning into high. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, you know, yeah, fine, you have these tests where they tell you, you know, oh, if it sinks like this, it means, you know, your hair is quick to absorb water, but it's quick to absorb moisture, but it loses it fast. And if your hair does this, then it means, you know, it absorbs moisture a bit longer. But my hair wasn't absorbing moisture fast. My hair wasn't taking too long to absorb it neither. I still had single-stranded knots and I had tangles. So I wasn't really going to be helping myself in trying to box myself in either or, and then buying specific products for either or, and then still finding out that these products that I got for myself aren't really working out for me. After that, I was just like, you know what, bruh, screw all of this, screw all of that. I'm just gonna listen to what my hair is telling me, and we're gonna work according to what it says. I think that's it, guys. Yeah, I think I answered all of them. I think I'm getting a bit tipsy now. I'm going to end this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.